All right, guys, here we go with our mixer of Prizm and 3 and 2. Your guesses in for the player on the last auto. We're going to have 12 cards per pack, 12 packs per box, 3 autos in here. Our 3 and 2, we're going to have 1 slabbed autograph and 1 slab memorabilia card per box on average. With the guesses in again for the player on the last auto. Do the 3 and 2 last. They'll save it that way. Box. Good luck to everybody in this one. Pack number 1. Up next after this one's our just our plain Prizm Hobby Box PYT 691. There's Nelson Cruz, Bronson Arroyo, Brock Porter, Greg Yoho rookie, Edwin Encarnacion Walcott, Griffo Farrell. That's going to be out of 149. Joseph Redfield auto for Los Angeles. It's not numbered. One of Christian Campbell, Nick Kurtz, Alex Rodriguez, Roberto Clemente. Spencer Agaretti, some Williams, Montez, Koa Roby, Yadier Molina, Dick Allen, Kendall George on the blue out of 199. Red Wave, Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson on the red out of 199. Seaver King, Bob Gibson, Hurston Walter. We got 3 more breaks left tonight. We have some spots available. Use that link in the chat. There's Josuar Gonzalez, Bezarowski, Hornsberg, Will Wagner, Gary Sheffield, Sagasi, Edgar Cuero. That is out of 499. Silver Josh Gibson, Jacob Wilson, Vance Honeycutt, Josu DePaula, Deion Sanders. Brian Sloan, Larry Walker, Dylan Cruz, Pink Hintz, Jason Wynn, Junior Caminero, Ethan Holiday out of 49. Augustin Ramirez, Cam Caminetti, Alejandro Rosario, Austin Wells. And we have J. Dixon Paez. Braylon Payne, Arwan Nimala, Trey Morgan, Tony La Russa, Rod Carew, Matt Shaw, Billy Amick. That is out of 499. We got a Mojo Jackson Churio. That's out of 25. Ethan Salas, James Tibbs, Keyshaw, Luis Baez. Okay. Chase Burns, Luke Dickerson, Ryan Clifford, Hideki Matsui, Dontrell Rulis. And we got a Johnny Bench auto. Legendary Johnny Bench auto right there. Big hit for the red spot. Nice team color match and everything there. Out of 99, 98 out of 99, Johnny Bench. For the Reds. Donatong out of 299. The Red Waves, Edgar Quero, those are not numbered. They will get top loaded. Leo DeVries, Tony Perez, Braden Taylor, Andy Van Slyke. Top load what we have so far here. Still have time to get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in the breaks for 20 in credit. And if you haven't already checked out the remaining spots, use that link pinned in the chat to do so. We will be breaking again on Tuesday. I do have break schedule partially put together for that. I'll have that done this weekend. Sunday or Monday, really, we'll get to finalize that schedule and then we'll put together next Thursday's schedule as well. All right, next pack. Still got our 3 and 2 box as well. There's Griffo Farrell, Cliff Lee, Starlin Cobb, Johnny Mize, Brady House, Homer Bush, Christian Moore on the red out of 299. Vance Honeycutt, Dingers Marcelo Meyer, Roman Anthony, Jake Peavy, Braxton Ashcroft. Jeff Bagwell, Bobby Miller, Barry Larkin, Elston Howard, Tommy White, Enrique Bradfield, Tony La Russa, will be out of 149. Carter Johnson, Dylan Cruz, Bryce Rainier, Cole Young, Chase Davis. Robin Yount, Chris Speaker, Thomas White, Vaughn Rodriguez, Josh Gibson, Grover Alexander, Brady House out of 499. Greg Maddox on the red wave, Dingers Vance Honeycutt, Brett Loader, rookie Colin Hawk, Dylan Greeling. Jordan Lawler, Prince Fielder, Johnny Bench, Bobby Witt, Juan Gonzalez, Aiden Miller, Jordani Monegro out of 299. Berto Clemente, Cam Smith, Chase Jones, Nolan Rhyme, Buster Posey. Jace LaViolet, Ozzie Smith, Ron Dysdale, Jim Rice, Billy Martin, Zevy Matthews, Braxton Ashcroft out of 75, and Angelo Sagente, one of the Mariners. We should have one more auto, so he will not be the guest of the break. We have 3 and 2 auto coming up. Chase Burns, Gente, Cunha, and Brooks Lee. Last pack of Prizm. Again, up next is another Prizm break. PYT 691. Rakuten, Hasiala Kim, Asana, Piazza, Tony Oliva, Paul O'Neill, Kyle Teal out of 499. Over Alexander, Silver, Seaver King, Kirstead, Pettit, and Dalton Rushing. All right, let's top load. And then we'll do the 3 and 2. And if we got any remaining spots tonight, you will find those with the link pinned in the chat. Grab those last teams. Let's get these breaks filled. All right, we got our 3 and 2. Let's start off with the relic. Full count swatches. That's George Lombard Jr. out of 49. 11 out of 49 on that one. Jersey pinstripes there. Nice hit for the Yankee spot. And our auto. Oh, we got our pack too. I forgot about our pack. Oh, we'll do our pack last, I guess. Cooper Pratt, Pristine Prospects. That is going to Milwaukee out of 32. 3 out of 32 on that one. Cooper Pratt for Milwaukee. And we got our 3 and 2 pack. We have Evan Carter, 3 out of 10. One of the Rangers. Junior Caminero, 19 out of 32. And Sebastian Walcott out of 49, 32 out of 49. Looks like that was an auto card right there. Looks like one. All right, let's top load and recap. And then we're going to move on to our regular Prizm break. A nice little break of mixer right there, 3 and 2 and Prizm. Let's do a recap here, and then again, got our empty box of 3 and 2. Sorry. Got a Christian Moore out of 299. Roos out of 149. Brady House out of 499. Monegro out of 299. Ashcroft out of 75. Kyle Teal out of 499. Ripple Farrell out of 149. Kendall George out of 199. Jacob Wilson out of 199. Cuero out of 499. Ethan Holiday out of 49. Billy Amick out of 499. Churio out of 25. Jonathan out of 299. 3 out of 10. Evan Carter. Junior Caminero out of 32. Out of 49, we had Sebastian Walcott, Texas. We have the Cooper Pratt auto Pristine Prospects out of 32 for the Brewers. We had our Lombard full count swatches. And we had our sensational Joseph Redfield sensational signatures. Johnny Bench auto, that was out of 99. And we had a Durangelo Singenti sensational signatures for the Mariners. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this mixer here. We got several more breaks left. We got our Prizm hobby, Bowman Chrome baseball, and Donruss baseball hobby coming up. Prizm baseball is up next. We have 2 spots available and went live. Let's see if those are filled yet. If not, grab those spots. Again, there is a link in the chat. If you guys want to grab any of those remaining spots that are possible. And we are full on this one. You guys for filling this. Update the spots here. Again, guys, you can get your guesses in for the player on the last auto in this one for 20 in credit.